Hello everyone, welcome to Rabbit and Wolf Divination. I'm Jennifer. Today we're going to be doing a reading for your love predictions for 2020, and this is specifically for people that are in relationships. I've noticed that it is a reader. A lot of people do readings for people that are single and looking for a relationship, but they don't do a whole lot of readings for people that are actively in one. And so I would like to give y'all the option for that. Okay, so I'm just going to pick out some decks really quick, and we will get going. Spirit says 3 choices. Here are the 3 choices. Okay. We have 3 choices. This is the first one. It's going to be unicorns, Celtic tarot, traditional tarot. Alright. Hi, Vernon. Vernon likes coming to hang out with us when we do these readings. Okay, so group number 1. Hope y'all are having a really good year so far. Mine hasn't been terrible. I bought an RV, and I'm getting ready to start gypsy life. Hope none of y'all are offended by me using the term gypsy. I mean it with as much reverence and romanticism as possible. Group 1. In a relationship, what do we have up and coming for you in 2020? Okay, well, first of all, I notice immediate similarity in the style of the cards, which makes a big difference, at least as far as I'm concerned, which means this is definitely a consolidated message. Let's get some extra stuff going on here. Yeah, definitely. Okay, bottom of the deck. This relationship is worth waiting for, and so if you have been sort of patiently hanging out, wondering if they're going to change, or if you're going to change, or if the situation's going to change, so the unicorns are here letting you know that that's probably going to be likely, group 1. Somebody needs to let go of something. I'm going to guess that in the past some words have been said that were a bit hurtful, and they left you feeling like you weren't understood or were seen differently than you want to be seen, and this is not an intentional thing. It's not like your partner chose to not see you as you are, but it happens sometimes. I feel like it was probably a miscommunication. You had a lack of understanding in your foundations and who you were yourself when you first explained the situation to this person, and so the foundation for which they were forming their vision of you was just not solid. You didn't lie, but you weren't completely honest either, and so that's created a bit of an issue here. They say the solution for this, and you can see what I'm saying with the similarity in the cards, is to find confidence in who you are. See, the sky's all yellow and orange. We got to find inner security, and we have to believe that we're worth loving the way that we are, and that this person actually does love us, because they do. By being yourself, you're going to figure out that they really do love you, see? And it's going to heal all of these issues that you have, these insecurities that you're feeling like maybe this isn't the one, or this isn't going to work out, or this isn't going to go for the best. It will. This is a hagstone. It's got lots of holes in it. It's indicative of spirit and looking at things from a different perspective. So I really feel like you need to look at things from a different perspective. One that involves loving yourself and loving other people in an equal way and being confident in who you are. Moving from that forward energy. Let's see, and do one more. Get a clarifier deck out. What other messages do you have for group 1? Yeah, I see. Lovers. This is your partner. This is about finding balance. If you were to ask this person what things they love about you, I think you would find that the things that they have to say are really sweet and touching and would really touch your heart and make you super happy. So I feel like maybe talking to them about the ways that you're not secure, that they've said things in the past that hurt you, would probably help out a lot in this situation. because they're definitely worth waiting for. This is somebody that wants to be with you. They love you a whole lot, and I think you love them too, and so that's part of why you're feeling a bit conflicted. But definitely, group one, just love yourself. Forgive people. It's okay, we all make mistakes. Sometimes people missee us or we missee them, and we say things that we don't mean, but it doesn't mean that we don't love one another, that we aren't trying to love one another. So just take the time to forgive this year in 2020. And I think that you'll find that you have a really special and loving relationship after all. Okay, group two. Candle blew out. For those curious, I use a red lighter or a black lighter. And I also attune them and everything. I use red or black. I'll occasionally use a white one too, because these are colors that Spirit approves of. I think red just works best with fire. Fire kind of has a red energy anyway, so I like using it. Alright, group two, what do we have up and coming for you in your relationship? Okay, so the first thing that I'm seeing here, I'm just going to go ahead and start talking because Spirit's telling me to. There's been a lot of conflict in your past with this person. Spent a lot of time arguing and being really self-centered and just horrible with each other. We haven't been looking at ourselves, or how we're acting, and it is really hurting the overall relationship. Okay. We need to be acting more like the King of Wands. The King of Wands says what he means what he does, and does everything with intention, passion, motivation, happiness, and good cheer. This guy, inverted, is pretty self-centered. He dwells in the negative. He's constantly having a pity party. He thinks that he deserves all of the attention all of the time, and he's not really particularly motivated to go about and do any of these things for himself. I feel like both of you are doing this. It's not serving you. Underneath this King of Wands here, there's a wheel, so I feel like you definitely are aware that this is not working out for you. And the one who is most aware of this is the Divine Masculine in the relationship. It's worth noting that there is no actual male or female as far as physical gender is concerned in the tarot. Yes, this man looks like a man. He probably has a penis. That does not mean that necessarily the Divine Masculine in your life has a penis. It means that his energy is primarily air and fire energy. Doesn't matter what their physical gender is. So whoever is being most outspoken, whoever is taking physical change, and whoever is probably making the money or securing the financial security for the family is most definitely the one who has realized that y'all are being selfish, it's causing problems, and we need to go inside of ourselves to fix it, because they really believe that you're the one they want to marry. She is receiving her flower crown just before she goes and has her hand fasting, which is a Celtic wedding ceremony. A lot of this energy is being exacerbated, like I said, because you're dwelling in the negative. You're being this inverted King of Chalices. Maybe the sexual chemistry didn't work out great for y'all to start off with, or maybe there was some sort of sexual infidelity, or something wasn't expressed appropriately to begin with, and it's created some sort of illusion around what people actually want. The solution to this is to be very loving and open and honest, and to just reveal the different parts of yourself that need to be nourished. This is probably the Divine Feminine that feels this way. And he's noticing this. I think he's picked up on the fact that this is going on. He's seen it. So this year you can definitely expect this guy to him at least, I think that you also need to work on this, Divine Feminine. This guy is going to try to become this guy. I think he probably will. It looks pretty good. But you're going to have to work together on that. This is not it's not just his fault. It may be primarily his fault. It's not just his fault. But don't forget that this is how he sees you. So, don't give up. I know sometimes it gets hard and we get frustrated. Give him time to do the inner work and come back better and wiser than he was when he started off with. Alright, group 3. And I lied. I grabbed a different deck. This is also a Celtic Tarot. This is the Wildwood Tarot. For whatever reason, I thought this was a Gilded Tarot. This is the one that told me to pick it up, so this is the only got for group 3. What do we have for group 3 in Romance 2020? Yeah. One more past spirits. Okay. Okay. Group 3 in a relationship. Something recently fell apart. It felt pretty horrible. I get the feeling that this is a tree that y'all had been tied to for a really long time. It wasn't serving you. The whole falling apart situation really felt like the world was collapsing. As you can see, this guy's on fire. He's falling into a pit. Lightning has struck him. He's having a pretty bad day. This is what y'all just came out of. But the good news is, you came out of it with some really important lessons and wisdom, and this has helped you be able to support one another a lot more fully. It's deepened the love in a creative way. Before you weren't seeing the gifts that this relationship was bringing you, and I think that now you're definitely seeing that because your tree got destroyed. And so you had to go find a different tree, and this tree happens to have a much higher and better vantage point, and from this much higher and better vantage point, you are seeing that this person is actually well worth the love and affection that you've been spending with each other. I'm really happy to hear that. Let's see, what is the nature of the lesson that was learned with these guys? Balance and reciprocity of love. We have the High Priestess here in the back, and she's inverted, so the female energy in this relationship, again, we're going to go back to there is no real gender. It's all a matter of what sort of energy you have inside of you. So this person is primarily feeling, extremely spiritual, and probably a very gentle person. I get the energy that she's very soft, not outspoken, and she was sort of being bullied and overruled, and this tree falling down has put power back into her hands and has allowed this guy to see that he was probably the cause of the tree falling down in the first place. And it's fixing things. Draw one more. Before, where people were not being decisive and not taking care of each other, now they're doing that. They're going out of their way to create a bond and nurture each other with their words and their actions, and they're cutting out things that don't serve them. So, that is group 3. I'm really happy for you. Well, that is the end of the readings today. I'm glad y'all came. If you've liked or enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe or like the video or leave me a comment. I'll be more than happy to hear from you. I try to get back to everybody when I can. If you would like to see more content, please check me out on Instagram under Rabbit and Wolf Divination as well. Or check out my website, www.rabbitandwolfdivination.com. I do a lot of different blogs about spiritual content and rune work and different things like that there. And do different sorts of daily readings and pick cards and different things on Instagram as well that I think y'all would really like if you like the stuff here. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, a blessed year, and thank you. Come again.